Hello, I'm Eric, and we're just going to be taking a quick look at the Sennheiser HD6XX headphones from Massdrop. This is the box. That's what that looks like. And then inside the box, you get a hard case, and that looks like that. And the inside of it looks like this. And then, inside of that is the headphones. And this is what you get. Now there is a manual that's included inside, but I don't have it on me right now. And you get this little adapter for certain amps. And this is what they look like. So you get an indicator there for left. And an indicator right there for right. And then you can also adjust these like this. And then if I were to put these on my head, you can see there's plenty of room there if you have a really big head. So I only need about half of this adjustment. So it adjusts pretty big. So if you got a big head, it'll definitely go on there. And right now you can see they're pretty loose. And they only put if you don't have them loose, they will put a bit of pressure here, so they can be a little uncomfortable. And these do have quite a bit of clamp when you first take them out of the box. And some people on YouTube are recommending you bend this metal, like you just do this, and that would fix the clamp issue. I haven't done that. I don't necessarily would recommend that. Also, these are detachable cables. There's 2 prongs in here, and it does come out, but it's really hard to pull this out. And most of the headphone is made of plastic, but it's well constructed, so I would say that these would last quite a while. And the material is like a velour, like this. It's not necessarily memory foam, but it is foam. And the top is a little different. It's a little more squishy, and the fabric is a little different. But the fabric is nice and smooth and not itchy. But you can see that they can get a bit of dirt, a little bit dirt here and there. So you do have to probably clean these once in a while. They do come out. You can pull these pads off, and you can also buy replacement pads off of Massdrop by Deconi. So that's like one of the brands that you can get to put on here instead of these. So you can actually get leather ones, but they're pretty expensive. Now, the comfort, like I said, is okay. It's not the best, and the build quality is, I'm okay with it. I like it, and you can get these off of Massdrop for about $200. And sound quality wise, I really do like these for music, but they're only okay for gaming. What does that mean? For example, like the AKG K7XXs or like the Monoprice M1060s, which are even better for gaming, they have more soundstage and better imaging, especially the Monoprices. I would say these are about almost similar to the AKG in imaging. I think the AKG probably does a little bit better there, but it definitely has better soundstage than these. And the Monoprice is definitely really good in that regard. And so for gaming, these are okay. Now, some people recommend you run these off of a tube amp, and that would probably, and also probably balanced, which would probably give these more soundstage. I haven't done that, but if I have done that, these actually might be pretty good for gaming. So that's pretty good. And speaking of amps, this runs perfectly fine off of a computer. It doesn't max out my computer volume, so I mean it comes pretty close, but you can get these loud enough on just your computer, and they will, if you have a good like gaming computer like nowadays, they'll sound just fine. Now I do have a Un X1S, a Schiit Magni 2, and an O2 amp, and they all get about like halfway on these, somewhere around there. The O2 amp actually needs the least amount. It's only like 9 out of 10, like with the volume knob. And then the other two are more around like 12 to 1, 2 o'clock in volume. So you can get them pretty loud on just your computer, so you don't necessarily need an amp. Now if you were to buy an amp for these are $200, and a decent amp DAC will cost you like $100 or $200. At that point, I'd probably recommend you rather just get speakers, because with most headphones, they're not going to be able to reproduce like subwoofer bass. So if you're looking for something really bassy, most headphones aren't able to really do that. Now these are probably one of the more darker sounding and more bass sounding than the other ones I mentioned. And that's one of the reasons why I like these for music. But for gaming, they're a little eh. But that's the main reason why people want to get headphones is for gaming. Because speakers, it's a little hard to isolate the sound and be able to tell like where the footsteps are and everything. So that's one of the reasons why people want to get headphones. Some people, like for me, if I want to listen to music, I'd probably rather have speakers than a subwoofer. But for gaming, you probably want a headphone. And I would say you'd be better off with like the AKGs, or even better, the mono prices, which I'll do a review later on those. But other than that, the highs are pretty good. Uh, I would say like I said, the bass is a little bit stronger than some of the other headphones, and it's a little more dark sounding. But like I said, the soundstage is not as good. And that's about all I really want to talk about these. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.